Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
yeah, here it is. System configuration. A system configuration means it can be your desktop or it can be your laptop. Okay.
766
Someone has
90
someone telling phone number.
ఏం లేదు నార్మల్గా కట్ అయిపోతుంది.
Okay. Sometimes it will happens. Okay. So some people are confusing between how to check system configuration, what is your system configuration, and what is your PC configuration, what is your laptop configuration. Guys, all are same only. Okay, all are same only. Okay, the question is same, answer is also same. So no difference in it. So you know what is CPU, RAM, and what is operating system, and what is your storage. Okay, so these three things are required to know your system configuration. System means either it can be your desktop or it can be your laptop. So, okay. For example, you have a desktop, you can tell about your desktop configuration. You have a laptop, you can tell about your laptop configuration. In case you have a MacBook. So last time one guy asked me, sir, I have a MacBook. No problem. Tell about your MacBook configuration. But whatever I'm telling here, so how to check your system configuration, that is not applicable for the MacBooks. Because MacBook is very simple to know system configuration. So there is a help is there, click it and then you will get about your MacBook. So you will find your system configuration. But whatever it is, if you got this question, that is what is your system configuration? What are the things you have to tell? Whether it is a desktop or it can be a laptop or it can be a MacBook. Tell about your CPU. Tell about your RAM, your storage, your operating system, and if in case, if possible, tell about your graphic card also. Okay. So these are the things are required to tell about your system configuration. Next one is how to check system configuration. So I'm telling this how to check system configuration based on Windows operating system only, not based on MacBooks. Okay. So if you are having a MacBook, so find out how to check system configuration. Note down what is your CPU, RAM, storage, and your operating system with their version and edition also. Okay. So thing is not only for interview guys, but also we should know what is your system configuration. That is also an important point to know it. Thing is, I want to install some application. Is my application is my current system configuration is supporting or not? For example, a few years back, my brother want to install a SolidWorks. I written this here also because I want to remember this name. Okay, you want to install this SolidWorks. So point is he has only 4 GB RAM in his laptop. i7 processor, but 4 GB RAM. So he cannot able to install. So then I showed him like go to the SolidWorks website and what are the minimum requirements and what are the recommended system requirements. When I see that version, that time version it support 8 GB RAM. Minimum 8 GB RAM is required. So i5 processor is also enough, not required i7, but it is good to have a i7 also. Okay, so that is the recommended is 8 GB RAM and some i5 processor with the 2 core, four logical processors required. So then what happened? He has a 4 GB. Then what we done? We add a 8 GB. So then it is become 12 GB now. Okay, with a 12 GB i7. So we download this SolidWorks. We install the SolidWorks on it. It's happened 6, 7 years back only, not right now. Okay. So sadly, that time only the RAM, the cost started increasing. Like, after Note Bandi, Okay, so like 500,000 rupees ban. So that time the cost of RAM is also increased. So it's actually less than that 3,000. Now then when he purchased, it's more than 4,000. Okay. So why we should know what is your system can? Why should you know about your CPU, about your RAM, about your storage, about your operating system? Okay. You want to install any applications, you must know the minimum or recommended things to the install. Like is CPU supporting is there or not? RAM, enough RAM support is there? Disk space is there or not? Is it 32-bit, 64-bit is there or not? Is that OS is supporting to that application or not? Is any prerequisites are required? Like you should install .NET framework or Java runtime environment is required. So you want to play games, you have to install the gaming related platforms like a stream kind of stuff you have to install. Okay. If you know before you are installing certain applications, mainly heavy applications or games, so then if it is meet the recommended, so then you can run that application smoothly. Okay. Next, system is getting slower. We thought it is because of virus. It may not be virus because your system configuration itself is lesser than what you are using. You open multiple windows, you open multiple applications. So your system not having that capacity to run all these things. Then who is the problem? So you have to either increase your system capacity or reduce your application usage. Okay, so understand these things. So for understanding this, we should know our system configuration and also monitor system resources also, how it is consuming, how much it is available. I told about these virtual machines last class. Okay, so I use a different virtual machines. For example, I want to run 3 virtual machines. To run 3 virtual machines, that required resources are there in my PC or not. I should know it. Without knowing, I cannot run it. Okay. So I just argue last week. I argue with the one person is about like this. He wants some technology to be implement and show to the students. That is called SCCM. I told them the RAM capacities, processing capacities are not enough. The storage capacities are not enough for the implementation. Why? Because of a required application is required at least minimum 8 core processor, not 8 GB RAM, not 8 core processors. Our systems are not having a capable of running those many machines. In 6, 7 years back, it is okay. Now it is the versions have changed. Okay. So compulsory know about your system, guys. You still a lot of people are telling this answer. What is your system configuration? My system is Dell. Mine is Lenovo. Mine is HP. Mine is something 3520 latitude. Okay. I have a Pentium. I have i5. That's like so only smaller or a non-useful information only. Okay. So Dell is a manufacturer. Dell is a manufacturer who is actually not exactly manufacturer. Also, it is Dell is a mainly the salesperson who will sell the laptops. Okay. So before that one, he will assemble. He don't manufacture any processor. Intel manufacture the processor. Okay. So Dell will only just assemble the components and sell into the market. Okay. So like that. Again, if you got a question that is, what is your system configuration? What is your laptop configuration? What is your PC configuration? So you have to tell about CPU, RAM, storage, OS, and optionally graphical part. Okay, graphic card information. Okay. So why we should check it? We understand. So how to check it? Because if you want to know about this information, you must know how to check system configuration. Okay. There is a thing is like how to check system configuration is you can use MS Info 32 DX dial about your PC, or you can go to the settings system about or you can use task manager, or you can use a command called systeminfo.exe, or you can use a tools, third-party tools like a CPUZ or Spice. Okay. This is the best method to know your system configuration is MS Info 32. It is nothing but system information. So you can simply go to the search, like you press the Windows button, or you can go to the run also. You can type MS Info 32. This is a run. In the run, or you can directly in search also you can type it. Okay, this is a system configuration. So look at here. I will take this screenshot. So by screen itself, you can see what is your operating system. So not inside in your system. So what my operating system is Windows 10 Pro Edition. Mine is Windows 10 edition is Pro Edition. And my processor, this is my processor. You can see my CPU is i5, Intel i5. It is Intel processor. Intel i5 10210U model. Okay. And my RAM, so total physical memory. So my RAM is 16 GB RAM. 16 GB RAM. So out of all, I got only 3. So what are other things I required? I required storage. So only I told graphic card is optional, but CPU, RAM, OS. These are the main things, right? So I want to get a storage. So look at here, components, under components, storage, under storage disk. This is 500 GB hard disk. So finally I got the storage is 500 GB storage. SSD or hard disk, so we have to find it what it is. This is size, total size. These are the partition information. Guys, understand? MS Info 32.
Yes, sir.
Okay, optionally you can use another one is like a DX diag. This DX diag, okay, of course I can use the run as well as I can type directly on the search bar. DX diag is main purpose to tell the graphical memory information. DX diag is the main purpose is graphical information. Okay, but also it will tell some other information. See, what is my operating system? I got my OS is my Windows 10 and Pro, and it is 64-bit OS. Processor, I got my CPU here, then RAM, so I got RAM information. Okay, OS information, CPU information, RAM information. Storage we cannot find from here. Okay, but you will get some other information is DirectX control. And one more, another important is this one. Display information. I said, if you have a graphic card or you purchase a laptop or you want to buy a laptop, you know, recently new chipset is there, Iris chipset. Better graphics with Iris. Of course, go to your laptop. If you go to shop and in the laptop type DirectX, go to the display and see this display memory. Okay, whether it is Iris or maybe some other it is showing, don't worry. So check actual memory. This is UHD, that is Iris. Two different chipsets are there, graphical memory family. This is I'm getting only 128 MB only. These 8 GBs are not actual graphical card. It is only 128 MB graphical memory, which is built inside your CPU. Which is built inside your CPU only. Okay. No storage information is here. Just understand the DX diag. The DirectX diagnostic tool. Next one is about your PC. This is also very simple, okay, easy kind of stuff. So you can check it, few information. So when you type about your PC, directly tells you can able to get this. Or you can go to settings manually like this. Go to the settings. Okay, click on a Windows. You can see the settings. Click on the settings. Okay, I will open again. Click on the settings. Go to the system. Scroll down. Click on about. So you get same screen. Okay. So both are same. So you can go to settings and then go to system and scroll down. You can find about. There you can find about. Okay. So there you can find what is your processor. So I got my CPU. What is installed RAM? So you got RAM. And you got OS. You can see what is the OS. And bit 64 architecture. Okay. So, and if you are in our group domain, that kind of information, other information also you'll get it. But what we want, are you in, what is your processor? RAM, OS. Storage? No, we cannot get it from here. Guys, understand up to here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The task manager, another way to get these details from the task manager. You can open the task manager by simply right click on this taskbar, select a task manager. Sometimes it will show this smaller window. Just click on more details. So you'll find full detail window. The first tab is process monitor each process, how much CPU, how much memory, how much disk space, how much network utilization, how much graphical utilization is there. If you see, my Google Chrome is consuming almost more than 1 GB, 1.1 GB. Microsoft Teams is consuming only 700. But the overall it is consuming much more RAM. This is performance. You can monitor performance of your CPU, memory, disk, network, and your graphical memory also. So from the task manager, you may not get about a operating system details. Okay. Yeah, I open a task manager from here. Also, you can type task manager here. Okay. Task manager, or you can use command or run. Okay. ASKMGR task manager, like that also it will open. Or you can use Alt Control Delete and select task manager. Control Shift Escape, directly task manager will open. So different ways you can go to the task manager. See the CPU, guys. If you see the CPU, you'll get a lot of details about a CPU. First of all, what is the, it is utilization and how it is going on. That is, of course, that is the main purpose here. But our purpose is CPU model, Intel i5 processor, and which model or which generation it is. What is your CPU cache memory? Is a virtualization is enabled or not, number of cores and logical processors of a CPU. At least in this, you should tell this. What is your processor model? What is your processor and its other things also here. Next one is memory. This is also more important after CPU, and better, is more important than CPU, you can say. Why? Because the CPU will run, definitely. CPU is always good. But the memory is, see, I got 16 GB RAM. My RAM is 16 GB. Okay, sodium because it's a laptop. Speed. Up to here, okay. But you can see the available. So don't mention your available memory. That will be varies from one scenario to another scenario. For example, close some of the tabs or maybe all the tabs. So the available memory increases. If I close any background applications, my availability RAM is increases like this. See? So here it is important for our lesson is check the RAM capacity. Check the speed if possible. Based on the speed, it is, you will know it is DDR4. Okay. So, and the package. So important is, very important is 16 GB RAM. And disk. I have one disk. My disk type is SSD and it is 500 GB. Okay. 500 GB hard disk. And in the disk, we have two drives. One is C drive, another is D drive. So disk is 500 GB totally, and it is SSD. Of course, I have a network adapter, which is not connected to anything. Okay, finally, Wi-Fi adapter. You can see how data is transmitting, the speed of level of data transmission. You can see. Graphical card also you can see from here. So it's showing 8 GB, but really it is not 8 GB. It is only 128 GB. Okay, but you may not find again. So what is your operating system? Okay, guys, understand how to check CPU, RAM, disk, GPU network using this. Okay, so guys, this is a tool called SPECY, SPECCY, which is same company as your CC cleaner. So it is a free download. Okay, you can get other details also, like a result all. So like this, your operating system, CPU, your motherboard, RAM, like that. So you will get all the details. It's a free version, you can easily download and you can use it. But be careful if it is required. Okay, if you want to require or maybe you want to see once, then you can use once. Okay, because it will search every data inside your system and list on it. Okay, why we should put it everything there? So just we need a what is my CPU, RAM, and a hard disk, if possible graphical memory, right? So if you use it, you will give complete CPU details, motherboard details, their graphic card details, like every data you will go. In the summary, you see basic details, individual details also you can check it. Okay. So this is also one option. That is you can use spicy or CPU set. Because compared to CPU set, spicy is better. Because what we want is operating system, CPU, RAM, graphical memory, and other kind of storage. Guys, understand up to here? How to check system configuration?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So I checked my system configuration. Now I put in what is my system configuration is. My system configuration, my CPU, i5, Intel, i5 10210 processor. My RAM is 16 GB RAM. DDR4 RAM 2667 or 2666 megabytes. I have a storage that is 500 GB SSD. Okay. Of course, graphical, I already checked it is 128 MB from DXDR. If you want to mention, you can mention it. And what operating system I'm using? Windows 10 Pro. Okay. Windows 10 Pro. So everything, put it on a paper. So then we can tell easily. Okay. So today what you will do, guys, you can also check your system config. If you have a laptop or desktop or MacBook, so find out what is your system configuration. Note down one side, that is in your running notes itself, you can write. So what is your CPU? What is your RAM? What is your storage? What is your operating system? Which include version and edition also. Mine is Pro, that's what is showing Pro. For you, it may shows Home. Okay. Do it this one up. Let's understand how to check system configuration, and finally what to tell. What is your system configuration? My laptop configuration is, or my system configuration is Intel i5 processor or Intel i3 processor or Intel i7 processor, AMD Ryzen 3 processor, AMD Ryzen 5 processor, which model it is. Okay. My RAM is 8 GB, my RAM is 4 GB, my RAM is 16 GB, like that. Okay. What is your storage? So your storage is as a SSD or hard disk, tell them 500 GB storage. You know it is SSD, tell them 500 GB SSD. What is your operating system? Yes. My OS is Windows 10 or Windows 11 Home Edition. Okay. So these are the points. Understand, guys, up to here? I'm disconnected or what?
Yes, sir.
Not only your system configuration, guys, also check your mobile phone configuration. See, when you're buying a mobile phone, you will check now what processor it is. It's a 4-core processor, 8-core processor, MediaTek processor, Dimensions, or maybe Qualcomm processor. Okay. It's like Snapdragon processor, which model of processor it is, what is the RAM, okay, what is the storage, what Android you are using, Android or iPhone, what version it is. Okay, so find out what is your mobile phone configuration. So find out your laptop configuration, your mobile phone configuration also. Anything I miss in the hardware? If you have any questions in the hardware also, please ask me. Yeah, I didn't told about how to add a printer, device drivers. Okay. Then operating system and hardware related troubleshooting also I didn't add. Take a 10 minutes of break, guys. Okay, this time currently I see it's 4:18. As just before break, I misread it. So come back in 10 minutes. Okay, 4:30. Okay, 4:30 is correct. So little, so take 10 minutes break.